Hi Sticks and Stoners, and welcome back. We're going to do another drawing video here today. We're going to get ready for Halloween, so we're going to start making expressions for our pumpkins. If you're liking the expressions and you're trying to collect them or whatever, I'm starting to compile everything, and I'm making some ebooks. I just put the first ebook on with wood spirit patterns. If you want to try those, I'll put that link in the description. And you can check those out and download them and print them out if you want. We're going to try and do the same thing with all these expressions, and we're going to start right away by drawing an angry expression here. We're going to start making some pumpkin designs because Halloween is right around the corner. So we're again leaving off from where we did before. We're going to make an angry face with the line down the middle, kind of a W up top. And then to connect the eyebrows here, I'm just going to make a little hook and go up to the top and then attach it and color it in just like that. Okay, same thing down here. I'm just going to attach this eyebrow and color that top line in a little bit like that. Give him an angry appearance. I gave him two lines underneath that just to insinuate kind of the top of his nose. And let's kind of hook around like this and give him a pretty simple mouth, which is also gonna actually not form, well, it is, the V shape at the top of this is gonna actually kind of like form his nose. On the sides we're just going to make a line like this and color in the corner. So the top of the mouth here, the way it actually shapes the nose out, just because it's a V shape. And the same over here, we're going to make a line and then color that side in. Now to get this to look like his mouth a little bit more, we'll put a little line or two underneath. Then we're just going to come across like this, and that'll give him his teeth. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to specifically look for expressions that we can use as pumpkins since Halloween's coming up. Let's give him a line on each side here, and his mouth is actually starting to look like it's really angry. Okay. Now it's going to be real easy to make any of these today as pumpkins, so we might as well draw them as pumpkins. Because like I said, Halloween is coming up. And I am compiling all these expressions I'm drawing. I'm going to make a lot of ebooks, I think, and just put them in the links, and you guys can have access to them. And if you want to buy the ebook for a couple dollars or whatever, you know, you can always have them with you. I'll make them downloadable since they're ebooks, and you can print them out and use them any way you like. So always check the links in the descriptions for stuff like that. Up here we're just going to give them some leaves. Doesn't have to be fancy. And we'll have one of our first pumpkin designs that we can use for Halloween. And we're going to carve a couple of these. I'd like to do at least one pumpkin a day. Maybe we'll do that after this video, is put one pumpkin design a day during the month of October, which is right around the corner. So we have, you know, at least 30 pumpkin designs and faces that you can make the whole month of Halloween. Okay, so we have our first one. Let's make two eyelids for the next one. I'm going to draw a little upside down, a little U shape here. It's not really an upside down U. We're going to give him a lower lid, so we have a different look, and we'll put an eyeball in the center of that by drawing two lines like that. Now you can put your pupil wherever you like. I'm going to put mine right about there. Draw another U underneath that eyelid and give him a lower lid. Try and get the shape of an eyeball in the middle and give him another pupil. Okay, so this guy will look totally different than the first one, which is what we're going for. And let's give him a different type of expression. Let's open his mouth up and try and give him a tongue. Just trying to play with different ideas and see what we can come up with, see if we can get a couple of different designs that we can play with. We might want to use them to carve, we might not. But it's always good practice. And always fun to see what you can come up with by messing around. So I'm going to make a tongue like that. And then I'm just going to give him a couple of teeth on the top. Like that. And we'll even fit one there. Alright. Let's try and just draw a line over here to attach that to that bottom. And then of course we'll color that all in. And we can do this with paint, or we can do it by carving it out. To make his teeth stand out a little bit. Now again, these are always going to just be a couple of eyes and a mouth, insinuate a nose, and a couple of character lines, and we have ourselves an expression. But once we draw a pumpkin shape around it, we have ourselves a pumpkin. And you can paint these on. You can carve them on. You can wood burn them on, whatever you like. You know, use them for whatever you want. And the more of these we do, I think the more interesting characters we'll come up with. And then I'll even do drawings. This one I'm going to kind of shape a little different here. But I'll even do drawings that are just eyes, noses, and mouths, and then we'll do videos of mixing and matching them to come up with different designs also. But these are fun little guys to make. There's another little pumpkin. Now we could make him a pear, we could make him an apple. It depends on the shape you actually draw around the face that we actually doodled. And I'm just kind of messing around and seeing what I can make him look like. But if anything, he's definitely different than the last guy, which is what I'm going for. Okay? Okay. One's angry, one's kind of disgusted, or looks like he ate something bad. Oh, it could be an expression used for a lot of things. Let's come down here. Let's try and make another angry guy. We'll slant those two lines down. Draw a couple of lines like that. 1, 2, 3. That's all I did. Okay. And we'll run a line across to attach those. And let's put an eyeball there and an eyeball there. This is a little different than just drawing 2 dots for pupils. We'll give them a bag, a little bit underneath, and then we'll draw a highlight in there. And this is more like doing like a real eyeball as far as on a carving goes. We'd do more something like this instead of just 2 dots. I'm actually giving him the eyeball and then giving him a little highlight inside. Okay, let's give him 2 lines here to insinuate about where we want to put the nose. And to do the mouth here, I'll show you how you can actually make a whole different look. We're going to give him kind of a wood spirit nose, right? And to do his mouth, we're just going to bring it from that eye down. And then we're going to draw our pumpkin face. So he's a little bit fatter, he's got a smirk on him, and if we want to open the mouth, we'll bring this line down. Bring it over and attach it. Of course, we can give him as many teeth as we want. You can do 1, you can do teeth everywhere. It's up to you. Give him a couple of character lines. Right here I might give him 2 or 3 up there. So it looks like stitches. And then we'll color this in. Doesn't always go so quick when I color them with this little thin marker that I'm using, so bear with me here for a sec. But the whole idea is to keep going and keep coming up with more and more different expressions. And see if we can just draw a simple pumpkin shape around them and see what they look like as a pumpkin. I mean, we might want to use them as a wood spirit. You might want to use them and make stickers. You might want to wood burn a sign. But the potential of doing this stuff is really fun, and there's all kinds of possibilities. And the more you play with them, the better you get. And the more you'll come up with. I'll just make some smile lines here. So feel free to copy them. Feel free to add your own lines. See what you can make yours look like. And like I said, when I start putting the ebooks together and the patterns, you know, feel free to download them and use them as you please. Okay, what else? Let's do a one-eyed one here. This is Carl. I know my buddy Rob, Just Carve Rob, loves to do this guy. And he's a nice, simple, easy one. He's got one eye, and you can make him all kinds of different ways. We did him last year and carved a couple of them out. You can see those videos on this channel here. And see what they look like when you actually paint them up. Okay. And we're just going to give him a couple of lines around him, make him pretty simple for this one. And whatever kind of shape you want to give him as far as his pumpkin shape goes. Okay. And whatever kind of mouth is what's going to make him different than all the other ones. So you can make all kinds of versions of him. You can give him fangs, you can make him sad, you can make him happy. It's totally up to you. By mixing and matching, like I say, different mouths and different expressions that we keep putting together here on the channel. But you can just take this one design and make them 20 different ways, and you got 20 different pumpkins. Pretty easy to draw. Pretty fun to play with and see how many ways you can make him look different, which is the whole purpose for doing these videos, to show you how easy that is by changing a few lines. And right here we got 4 pumpkins now that we already have a good start to start doing some chainsaw carvings out of. You could do these in basswood too and make them small also. Okay. If you want to see some more of these, we did some more expressions over at Kevin's Carvings. You can always check out over there. We're just starting them guys drawing, and vice versa. If they can come over here and see the drawings we're doing here. But we're going to try and do some of these before Halloween, and we'll make one every day in October, at least so you have a design that you can use, and we'll do some pumpkins and make sure that we're all ready for Halloween when it finally hits. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.